I went out to the house today to just start recording some content in the soap shop. I mean, I already have recorded some videos, but I started actually talking, and it was kind of awkward because I know there's a guy like over in the house sawing on something. Right. I'm like, can he hear me talking? And I'm like talking really low to the camera because it felt awkward.
Look, when I film videos in public, I bet, like the other day at the gingham tree, I bet folks thought I was just stupid. I didn't care.
Yeah. You ever walk through like Walmart or Target or something? People just stop and film all the time. Set their phones up on the shelves and start dancing and shit. I'm like,
not down here, they don't.
Welcome to the Dirty Heifers Podcast. Soap making, small business, and so much more. Let's get dirty. Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of the Dirty Heifers Podcast. I'm Margaret, your host from Warm and Fuzzy Soapery, and as always, I am joined by my two favorite business besties, Jessie from Country Lather Soapworks, and Shauna from Bawana Bath & Body. Tonight, we're diving into the glamorous, thrilling, adrenaline-pumping world of taxes. Yep, it's that time of year when we trade our fragrance oils for spreadsheets and pray that we didn't lose that one crucial receipt from February. We're talking about wrapping up the year, prepping for tax season, and how to make it through without losing your sanity or your QuickBooks password. This episode is brought to you by Wholesale Supplies Plus. They've got everything you need for your soap and cosmetics business, from raw materials to packaging. And guess what? Our listeners get 15% off with the code DIRTY15 at checkout. So go stock up and thank us later. All right, before we start hyperventilating over deductions, it's time for one of our favorite traditions, the word of the week. You ready?
I'm just glad this week I'm not the sparkle queen. I need to get some of that. All right, so the word is spelled P-E-C-U-N-I-A-R-Y. And I have never heard this word before myself.
Really?
Pecuniary?
Close.
Pecuniary. Pecuniary. It's pecuniary. It's pecuniary.
Pecuniary is what I would say. But
It's pecuniary.
Pecuniary.
You want to take a stab at it? Take a guess?
Oh. Canary's got a P. I don't know.
A canary. Let's put in a sentence and see how you do that.
what'd I do now?
When Shauna said she was having a pecuniary panic, we thought that she meant with a bad fragrance batch. Turns out she was just staring at her business tax spreadsheet.
Well, it has something to do with financials.
It has something to do with getting sick because you're staring at taxes.
Yeah, right.
So you puny is what you are. That's a fancy way of saying puny.
Pecuniary.
Yeah.
Not pecuniary.
Pecuniary.
It's just relating to or consisting of like money. It's financial stuff. Financial stuff.
That's a weird definition. Consisting of money. Is it good or is it bad or is it?
It didn't say. Oh no, pecuniary.
That's very vague.
So Shauna had panics about money.
Pecuniary is weird and has no definition. It's like 6, 7. It means nothing.
6, 7. Did I answer that? Did I do that in a text today? I think I did. Somebody asked me how I was
did.
feeling,
You were talking about what time to record. You said 6. I was driving.
Oh,
and
no,
I was reading the messages and it said 6, 7. I'm like, why did she answer 6, 7 to that
I think
question?
it was, how are you feeling? And I went like this.
Oh, I thought you were talking about when to record.
6, 7.
Ugh.
I saw it as the time too.
Well, so my joke fell flat.
It did.
Womp.
Flat on its rear.
As it does so often. Do you have a redneck word of the week for us?
I does. And I'm going to preface this by I think this is one I haven't done. So if it is, y'all tell me and I'll go find another one right quick.
All right.
All right. So my redneck word of the week is...
All right. Oh. Learnt.
I gotta stop. I gotta learn to not read it out loud before you even say it.
Well, at least now you remember to even bring it up. So we're making progress.
Yeah, right. Learned. I don't remember if you did it already. I know I've heard you say it a bazillion times.
I don't think you've done it before,
like
but
the past tense of learned. Learned.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But it's learnt. I learnt. And you can take the T off and it just be learned instead of I taught you something. I done learnt you something.
Well, you learned pecuniary. What is it? Pecuniary?
Pecuniary.
I learned pecuniary.
Pecuniary.
You learned about peeing canaries.
Canaries gotta pee.
All right.
Just don't stand under them when they do.
So, fun topic of taxes. I'm just glad that it's just the end of year taxes and not the one where I have to go remember how I get into my website and figure out where all the state taxes that I have to pay. Mm-hmm. And
they keep changing. I don't know if they do this in New York, but in Pennsylvania they kept changing the frequency and stuff. I swear.
Honestly, John handles the tax stuff for me, so I don't handle any of that. In fact, I said we're doing taxes tonight. Is tonight when I have to go? Is this when am I going to have to start looking up on the website how many sales I've had in New York and how much taxes I've had to pay and whatever. He's like, no, that's March. Okay, I believe you.
Now I know in the state of Mississippi, as far as the sales tax, I have to do that every month.
We do that quarterly.
I think
it's our sales tax is due in the state of Mississippi about the 20th of every month.
That's every month, no matter how much you make as a business. It's not like you fall through a certain threshold. Yeah?
Nope.
I think you should contact them and say, hey, other states are doing quarterly.
Yeah.
Let's chill this out a little bit.
They ain't gonna listen.
Yeah.
Aren't they supposed to be slower down south?
Yeah, but they gonna get that money.
I was gonna say, they want their money. They want their money.
They want their money.
They're gonna get it.
You better have my money.
So what is the first thing that you guys do when you start prepping for tax season every year?
I pray.
I believe it.
And hold on to my butt because it's yeah. I'm hold on to my butt because something unnatural's finna happen.
Do you? How about you, Shauna? What do you do? What's the first thing that you do to prepare?
Well, like you, my husband, Mr. Bawana, actually does most of the taxes. But the funny thing is he doesn't actually know how to log into our accounts to get all the statements.
Okay.
Which is funny. So, but we have an accountant because we want to make sure that all the T's are crossed and the I's are dotted.
Yeah, is it the same account that you use for your regular personal taxes, or you do a separate business one? Okay, yeah, same here.
Mm-hmm.
And number one, he has access to some of the account stuff, so he can get some of that on his own. But bank account statements and credit card account statements, I have to print them for him, and he gets those quarterly from us. Mm-hmm. So luckily, a lot of it's up to date, and then QuickBooks pulls in all my credit card stuff, so he has access to the QuickBooks. That helps a lot. And I would say QuickBooks actually, before owning a business, I would always hear these ads for QuickBooks. I'm like, what's the big deal? Now I understand.
Yeah, I also use QuickBooks, and is it daunting when you first start using it? Yes. But I don't know how it was with you, but when I signed on for QuickBooks, they had somebody call me and sit with me on a FaceTime for over an hour, and they helped me set up all of my stuff. They did it with me online. And
I
then
did it myself, but
it's
really not that hard to set up now.
Yeah, well, now I know, I know what it looks like, and now I'm familiar with it, but I wasn't familiar with it at all. They had somebody walk me through the program completely, and there's the whole, so that's, what you do when you start preparing. I prepare all year long. You prepare all year long if you're using something like QuickBooks, because every purchase you made is already categorized. If you do,
now that you mention it, I don't know if I ever set up the new business account with QuickBooks. Now I gotta figure that out.
Oh, yikes. Yeah.
Well, I'll be honest with y'all. I don't use QuickBooks.
So you use spreadsheets and you save all your receipts and everything?
I save all my receipts and I itemize my checkbook, and send all that to my.
Oh, you do it the old-fashioned way.
Yeah,
I do it the old-fashioned. I've got to get up to date.
Yeah. Have you ever had a total "oh no" moment when you were doing your taxes, like realizing you forgot to log in, keep track of something big?
I hand my stuff to my guy, and I'm like, here, and he keeps up with my statements and such as that. So no.
All I'd say is thank God for people who love doing this stuff.
Yeah,
right.
My biggest "oh no" would be I don't think.
Did you just say "oh no mo"?
I did. I was gonna say
"oh no
moment. Oh no!
That's
movement.
Amazing. That's our new code. That's our new thing. Oh no!
I got to plug my laptop up.
She's got an oh no mo.
Yeah, she's got an oh no mo. But my biggest oh no moment would be like the first time that I was trying to hook up with QuickBooks with the accountant and like not being able to connect them properly. I was like, there's no way I can figure out what you're asking me to do on my own and get all this stuff.
Gosh.
Like I needed her to have access to the back end of the QuickBooks. I knew she was going to laugh at back end.
I didn't even notice it. I just like that you accidentally said, oh no, moo.
Oh no, moo.
Oh no, moo. Yeah, it goes great for the dirty
Oh no,
heifers.
moo.
Oh no, moo.
On a moo.
Oh no, moo.
And on a moo. It's kind of like the Dirty Heifers rendition of onomatopoeia. On a moo.
Oh no, moo. Yeah.
What is onomatopoeia? I've heard it. I don't know what it is.
Onomatopoeia is when you say a word and it sounds like it's a sound word, right? Like moo is onomatopoeia. Am I correct?
That sounds right. I don't remember.
Or is onomatopoeia when all of...
Don't ask me. I asked y'all. Y'all the smart ones.
Look it up.
I knew that at one point in time. I could say that it's not important to me in the operating room, and so some things just kind of fall out of your head.
It falls out of your head.
Yeah, it's the formation of a word from a sound associated with its name, like sizzle, or cuckoo, or moo. Right?
Dan. That'll fall out of my head, and I'll ask y'all again here in about a year.
Just learned something new.
Buzz,
Just learned something new.
Meow, bang.
Y'all just learned me something.
I just learned you something. Batman and Robin, remember? Bang!
Ah,
Bam,
got
crash.
it now.
That was onomatopoeia.
That is onomatopoeia.
There you go. Now I really learned you something because I saw the click.
Just don't pee on you.
A little bubble. Bloop.
My next question was, do you handle your taxes yourself or do you have somebody do it? But obviously, we all have...
Negative.
No.
Ain't no way. The government would be they'd have took this whole place.
Yeah, when I'm
scared enough to do my personal taxes. There's no freaking way I'm doing business taxes.
I used to do my own personal taxes when I was like below 25. When I didn't have much.
Right.
And it was
you
like
didn't have
one
kids.
form.
You didn't have. You weren't married.
No
you
deductions,
didn't have
nothing like that. I would do it myself. I would not trust my business to it.
Never have I ever done my own taxes. I would gladly pay somebody to do that.
No, I used to do my taxes and my brother's taxes, and I would do some of my friends' taxes too. God,
You're such a nerd.
Jesse, didn't you get married pretty young though?
At 19 years old.
Yeah. So I mean, things started getting complicated earlier for you. You know what I mean?
We was broke.
Right, but then you already have like the marriage deduction and all that kind of stuff. Like that's stuff that...
But my first time filing was filing married.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. How do you organize all your receipts? I know, I guess that's just Jessie because mine are all digital and yours are all digital as well.
Right.
Yeah.
I got a box in there. I throw them in.
So you just don't you don't say like these are, supplies and these are for repairs and this is for...
When I go through my statements and I itemize them, each transaction I'll write, this is materials, this is equipment, this is office supplies, this is education, this is,
Mm-hmm.
Now, I know when I first started, I used to go through QuickBooks and make sure everything went in the right spot. I haven't done that in a long time.
Yeah, I haven't done that in a long time. We should probably...
I don't know if the accountant's doing that or what, but I know that, you get statements that come with your materials, but there's also going into QuickBooks And if it came back and said, like, hey, what was this charged for? I can usually find it in my email or on my account for whatever website.
This is a good reminder, if you're using a program like QuickBooks, to go in and give it a little checkup. You know what I mean? Like, make sure you're
friendly nudge.
Yeah, friendly nudge. A friendly nudge. If you could outsource one part of tax season forever, what would it be?
I love it.
One part? Yeah, seriously. One part.
I thought you said, I love it. And I was like, wait, that's not.
No. All of it. All of it. All the above, heifer.
Okay.
And we got to, and sadly, we're talking about taxes, and sadly, once this all becomes official, we're going to have to file taxes for this too.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
And my tax person doesn't do LLCs with more than one person. What is your biggest pecuniary lesson learned from running a small business?
Okay, so mine was when I first started. Okay, I set up my Shopify with all my stuff in it, where it holds out taxes and such as that. Mm-hmm. My big learning moment was when I learned that it didn't directly file it for me, because I assumed that it filed it for me. And when I went to see it, I started the website and then I filed for my LLC. And when I got all that going, my tax guy that we've used for years and years, he said, I need your TAP information. I said, what? He said, I need your TAP login and information. I said, what's that? He said, where you file your state sales tax. I said, I said, is that something I can pay you to do for me? He said, yep. So he got it all situated for me. And he said, okay, now you're going to have to go through.
The whole year?
And, well, it was like a month.
Okay.
So, but the way everything was set up, I ended up having to file. Yeah, I had to go through every order, and that first month was a pretty big month for me.
Yeah.
And so I had to go through 100 orders, and I'm learning how to navigate Shopify. And I'm not tech savvy at all for anybody that's listening.
Right.
Y'all might think I'm tech savvy. I am not. But so I had to go through every order and figure all that out, and it was fun. Not really. But I learned something that day. I learned it hard.
Yeah. Well, you won't do that again.
No, I won't.
How about you, Shauna?
I find it super interesting that, and this is kind of blew my mind in the very beginning, that when you're a small business and you only have your one location, you only collect taxes in that state.
Yeah. Isn't that odd? Yeah.
Yeah, you're so used to everybody's charging sales tax everywhere.
Right. Yeah.
That, I only have to charge sales tax in the state of Pennsylvania, and it's kind of, whoa.
Yeah. That's it's I think we had a text thing about this here a while back. That's why I'd rather push sales on the website, and hopefully, on TikTok shops, hopefully I get more sales from other states.
Right.
I love my Mississippi folks to death. If you're from Mississippi and you're listening to this, don't get me wrong. I love y'all. I really do. But I hate filing sales tax because you bought from me.
Yeah, it's a pain. But, I mean, it's at least it's not coming out of your pocket. They're paying it. So it's not,
It's still a pain in the butt.
I really wish there was something like when you're getting into, I'm going to, become a business owner. Nobody teaches you. This is not stuff that they're teaching you in high school.
No.
This is not, you just kind of have to stumble along and figure it out on your own.
Well, it's also complicated because every state's different, right? So
every state is different, and you don't know what you're doing wrong until you're in trouble because you did it wrong.
That's right.
Yeah.
Those lessons are learned hard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've had several business owners or people in the state of Mississippi message me, be like, hey, I'm thinking of starting my business. Can you help me? And I'll tell them, say, look, I didn't do every bit of this myself. I recommend you go find an accountant, a bookkeeper, someone in that field that handles this kind of stuff. And, schedule a meeting. It's well worth the money. That way, all of your I's are dotted, all of your T's are crossed. And I tell everybody that I highly recommend you go ahead and get an LLC. And make sure you register a TAP account with the Mississippi Department of Revenue. Because if you don't, you're going to learn.
What is TAP for? What does it stand for?
It's, don't ask me. I have no clue. I just know I've got a TAP account.
Yeah, John did it, so I have no idea.
It's tap.dor.ms.gov. That's all I know.
Everybody go log in now. I would have to agree. I think that if there's one thing you should hire a professional for your business, it is the taxes.
Getting started.
Because if you screw something up there and you really take off and succeed, you could be in a load of trouble.
Yeah, you don't want to, So, since you have to pay quarterly, I pay quarterly, you pay quarterly, you pay monthly. So I was going to say, do you set aside funds every month to pay taxes? Obviously you do, because you have to pay them monthly, right? How about you? Do you set aside money for it, or is it just I'll cross that bridge when it comes to?
We just pay it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just pay it because I've took it in. I just pay it. If you don't pay it, you're gonna get your butt in a bind. So I think
if you're going like penny to penny and you can't afford to put money into your business, then maybe you should set aside. But I don't know what the best way to do that would be.
Yeah.
I think it would depend on your bank and if they would let you put aside an amount for that or whatever. You just budget it. But
yeah. Well, my business account also has a savings. It's a business savings. So you could technically take from the checking and put into the savings and all that. I don't.
That's why I keep a certain amount. I don't go below my business account.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Have you ever bought something and tried to convince yourself that it was a business expense, even if it wasn't? Confession time, ladies.
I think
maybe.
Most of my stuff.
Are you really a business owner if you haven't? Come on.
Well, the laptop I use for everything, I use it for the business, so that was a business expense. I got a very nice chair that I use for the business that I was just thinking, we got that chair 2-3 years ago, and when we move, I'm going to either have to keep that chair for the business and get a new chair for my crafting area, or I'm going to have to put that chair in the crafting area and say my business needs a new chair. I'm not sure,
The government don't know how many chairs you need.
How many lunches have you taken where you just had to start talking about soap just so you read it off?
Yeah, my husband said we are supposed to be doing one business meeting per year on dinner or something like that. We haven't done that yet, but we did do when I went for my first wholesale account, we went to it in person. We had a really nice dinner afterward, and we're it was a business trip.
Yep.
Because it technically was.
There you go. What else do we have on tax stuff?
Our accountant recently, we're talking about breaks and things like that, and he said it's really not a thing until, because we were kind of frustrated with our accountant at first because we're he's not really helping us, he's just doing the taxes, and he said it doesn't really until you actually start becoming profitable, then you can start getting breaks. Something I don't know exactly. Listen, I am not a tax person. This stuff makes my head swim.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I joke, I say, I can keep you alive, but you ask me to do tax on it, I don't know.
I will say this. Now, when we built this building, that was a nice tax break. Nice tax break. You're not going to be, what's the rule of thumb? minimum 3 years before you're actually profitable in a small business.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm there yet.
Until you are at a point where you can really be profitable and write yourself a check, you know, on a regular basis, write off as much as you can, because it's going to end up costing you money. If you don't spend it and put it towards your business, you're going to have to give it to the government.
Right.
Right.
So, I mean, if it's to the point where, hey, you know, you're going to have to give the government $2,500, find $2,500 worth of equipment or something to buy.
Yeah. I don't think. It's
I mean,
it
may as well profit you. Yeah, something or other. It may as well benefit you. You know, because I better shut my mouth.
I see what you're saying though. Is like it's kind of like in my head, it's the same principle as like, you know, I have $75 free shipping, and if you're at $70 and you're gonna pay $10 shipping, you might as well just buy another $5 item and get free shipping.
Exactly.
You know,
exactly.
So it's the same kind of thing. It's like
you may as well get it to where you can write it off and you don't have to pay as much in taxes.
And benefit your business at the same time.
And it'll benefit your business, exactly.
Well, I think about like when we went to the soap conference and going out to dinner and let me pay for everybody so I could pay, you know, I'm going to write it off on my taxes.
Right. Well, we know somebody who did that, yeah.
I know, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay, I thought you were talking about
No, not me. But that was...
It was nice. It was fun.
Nice.
Let me pay for dinner. Okay.
Twist
order whatever you want. Okay.
Ow.
Exactly.
Look at you like, I'm paying. Okay.
Oh, no.
But yeah, it's, I mean, you know, it's like here, what was it, a few months ago, there was a content creator that came here to the shop to film some content with me. I took her out to lunch. Mm-hmm. It was legit a business expense because she was there. We were filming content. I mean, there was no funny business, and it helps.
Right.
And I think that's one thing when you first start a business, you have a hard time discerning or remembering.
Well, and keeping your funds separate, especially in the very, very beginning. You know, when you, before you get your TIN number and you open your bank account and you do all that kind of stuff, like you still have to keep that money separate. You can't just keep pumping your own cash into the business. And I don't know, it's just so many rules.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not easy, guys. It's not easy starting a business, but you got to stay above board.
Yeah. I mean, because if you don't, the government's going to get a big wet bite.
Mm-hmm. It's a big learning curve, but I think it's a valuable learning curve because how many people who start one business start multiple businesses, right? And you take what you learned from that first time, and you apply it the next time.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I'm sad.
100%.
I'm sort of sad to say that we are starting another business. But it has to do with the building, so anyway.
Wait, what? You're starting another business? What are you doing now?
It's not me, it's my husband this time.
Okay, what's he doing?
It has to do with the land developing. Did I not tell you about this?
Yeah.
To develop into the parcels? Is this good to be on or is it not good to be on? Like, are we keeping this in or no?
I don't know, honestly. Like, I guess we could talk about it and decide if it's good enough. But we bought a large parcel of land and we are building on part of it and then we're subdividing the other into estate lots. And my husband was talking to our builder whose idea it was to do some of these things. Our builder said, "Why don't you be the builder?" To my husband. He's like, "You know more than a lot of builders out there at this point," because my husband researches everything so obnoxiously. And I was like, "What are you freaking talking about?" But they started talking about it more and more, and he was like, "Yeah, you be the builder. You start a business being the builder, but we also have to start a business because we're running like a kind of a neighborhood association in a way. It's not like a crazy HOA, but it's enough to like, you know, help us maintain the common areas and such." So we've got all these little businesses going on, and it's kind of exhausting.
Yeah. Well, you're
when you get it all set up, you're going to make your money work for you.
Right.
So that's the kind of income that's extremely helpful.
That business is probably going to be way more successful than my soap business.
Hey.
Well, you're dealing in bigger numbers too, so.
Yeah, I mean,
It
is what it is. I mean, I've got a few ideas in my head. I've thought about starting another business, but I haven't really decided what I'm going to do with it yet. So
it's hard though. Like as much time and effort you should put into one business, you're thinking like, God, how am I going to run another one? Somehow you make it work.
Somehow you make it work. Well, that's when you bring in other people.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you have to bring in people to help you so that you can move on to the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. I have a this or that tax season edition.
This. We need a jingle for the this or that, I swear.
This or that. All right.
That or this or this or that.
That is absolutely not what's in my head. It's funny how like we all come up with different songs.
All right. Okay. First one, accountant or DIY.
Accountant.
Accountant
100%.
all the way.
QuickBooks or spreadsheet.
QuickBooks.
I don't use either.
Or box of receipts.
Box of receipts.
Paper receipts or digital only. You're both. I guess we talked about all of these things. File
digital.
early or file at the last second.
File early.
Yeah.
I
have it done
file
early.
I love to as soon as I get my W-2, I'm filing.
Either way you go, you're gonna either get money back, you're gonna have to pay them. So why wait?
Right. Panic in January or denial until April.
Isn't that what we just said?
Yeah, same thing.
Dump it on.
Home office deduction or mileage deduction?
Home office.
Mileage. You
Good
get pretty.
question.
I mean, you find ways to drive for the business, and you can add up.
Well, my bike is a delivery vehicle
There you go.
for the business. Mm-hmm. Coffee-fueled number crunching or wine-fueled crying?
Coffee.
Coffee fueled.
Yeah, same thing. A refund or you owe?
Wait a minute, you don't drink coffee.
I don't drink coffee, but I don't drink wine either, so.
Yours is tea.
Yes.
Caffeinated fuel.
Caffeinated number crunching, but I'm not a sit and stew and cry over things anyway. Do you usually get a refund or do you usually owe?
I usually owe.
I think we usually owe a little.
For the business, but you know, because it gets filed with the personal, I usually get a refund. Hire help or tough it out solo? Hire help. For those taxes anyway.
Oh, for the tag, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Hire help.
I mean, in general, I'd
100%.
like to hire help here soon. But...
And then how about this? How long do you save this stuff for? Or do you purge it immediately?
Oh, no, you're supposed to save it for a few years. I just don't know how long.
Yeah.
At least 3.
Isn't it 7 years?
I thought 7.
Maybe.
But yeah.
I think 3,
Yeah.
I was looking at FDA stuff, and the FDA requires you to save all your records for 3 years for the
That's insane.
batches and all that junk. Anyway.
Yeah. All right, y'all. That is a wrap on episode 47 of the Dirty Heifers Podcast. We hope that you picked up a few tips, laughed at our tax time trauma, and maybe even feel a little bit more pecuniary prepared for the seasonal... Let's try that one again. And maybe even feel a little more pecuniary prepared for the season ahead. Huge thanks
Taxes
again.
will definitely make you feel puny.
Huge thanks again to our sponsor, Wholesale Supplies Plus. Don't forget to use code DIRTY15 for 15% off your next orders. And if you enjoyed this episode, make sure to like, follow, and subscribe, and share it with all your fellow small business friends, because we all know misery loves company, especially during tax season. And hey, if you have a story, a fail, or a topic that you think would make a great episode, drop us a comment or shoot us a message. We'd love to hear from you. Until next time, stay dirty, heifers.
You kept saying pecuniary, and I was like,
Done.
charcuterie. It sounded like something on a charcuterie board, didn't it?
Yeah.
She's just built different.
Yep.
And I got to figure out what my redneck words of the week's going to be.
Yep.
So, Let's see here. There we go. There's my little list. I don't think I've done that one. Let's do that one. Oh, Lordy mercy.
Shauna needs a link. Hold on.
Alright.
Invite. Copy link. Share link. Paste.
Let me see here. We'll do Redneck Word of the Week, and let me find a town here in Mississippi. Let's see here. Let's see here. Oh, somebody's getting pulled over.
Is that by you?
Nope.
It's by me? I heard it.
Yep. It ain't nothing over here. Ah, there we go. I know what I'm gonna do. Hang on. Perfect. There she is.
So, yay.
Huh?
I was able to pin the link again.
How was your nap? Did you take one?
I tried to. But then I had ordered groceries because I didn't feel like going to the grocery store. And then the shoppers kept texting me messages. And then I remembered that we had something else delivered I had to go get. And yada, yada. Anyway. Also totally forgot that it was Veterans Day and I had packages out to be picked up. And I was like, whoops. Like 3 o'clock, I'm like, she's really late. Oh, never mind.
Well, me dang well knowing I didn't even package orders today because I knew that it was Veterans Day and that mail wasn't going to run. You know, I still stopped and checked my mailbox.
I do that
I didn't
too.
even set foot outside today.
I don't blame you. It's freaking cold.